Hello, and welcome to this Grimes County forecast video filmed on May 10th, 2026 at 12:49 p.m. So, I'm just the elephant in the room. I apologize, I haven't made any forecast videos since April 28th, and that's pretty much just because I forgot to make one every time there's a new week to roll around, so I just make a text post. But I finally got around to making one for today, and for good reason too, because we do have something to cover. Now, happy Mother's Day. Today's Mother's Day, and with Mother's Day, we are probably going to get paid a visit by Mother Nature, and this is what I'm about to show you. So, today at least to the north, there is a significant severe weather threat to the northeast. It's a little bit less to the southeast here for all of Grimes County into pretty much all of the Brazos Valley into the North Houston area. It's less bad, but north of that, in like the Austin, Temple, all the way up to Dallas and Waco, it's actually going to be a significant severe weather event. But for now, I'll show you what we have for here. So to start off, the tornado risk is barely anything. Really, there's a small tornado threat to the north, but I wouldn't say it's very much to worry about here. Now, the main threat for today is the wind risk. We have at least 15% risk of straight line wind gusts above 60 miles per hour. And 60 miles per hour is enough to start toppling weaker trees, blow debris around, and anything higher than that can cause damage to property and threat to life, really. There is a threat of that today. And if we go to hail, there's not much of a hail threat either. I wouldn't have to worry about this. Now let's get to timing. So this is generally what we're looking at. The storm mode today, and by storm mode I mean the way in which storms will be here, is not going to be what we've seen over the past few days. Instead of being a group of thunderstorms, it's going to be a single line, and it's going to be what's called a QLCS, which is a quasi-linear convective system. Complicated name, I know, but it's basically just a line of storms. Like you can see them moving in from the northwest. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I gotta make sure you can see this. They're going to be moving in from the northwest, and they're going to cross over in like one big wave, and this is unfortunately going to be late in the night until early morning tomorrow. So while we do have a good severe threat against this, unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream because I have school tomorrow and I'll be sleeping. But ahead of the line is expected to be the highest threat, but ahead of the line may also bring some severe thunderstorms. And and I may be able, like here, if any severe weather happens here, I might go live, make a live stream. Because this isn't guaranteed, but this model has a few thunderstorms grouping together around the area at 7:30 to the 8 p.m. range. But if we go to this one here, I'll go through the times. So this is 3 to 7 p.m. As of recording this, it is 12:53. So, and there is at least 10% chance for most of the area, and then at least 40% chance for the northeast corner of Grimes County over here. That just includes Cotton, and then everything else, Navasota, Plantersville. So it's not really a high threat for 3 to 7 p.m. As we move to 7 to 11 p.m., now it gets higher. Most of the area has at least 40%, while the northwestern corner has a 70%, and this includes areas like Bedice, Iola, Carlos. So, but pretty much starting at 7 p.m., that's when you should start being aware or weather aware for today, because that's when the front's going to start. That's when the front is going to start approaching us, and that's when the highest threat of storms is going to be. And then 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monday morning is going to be the highest threat. The entire area is at least 70%. This is going to be where that front moves through completely. And there's also a divided heavy rainfall threat. At the bottom, heavy rainfall is probably likely and is possible, and at the top, it's expected. So in the yellow areas, flash flooding has an at least 15% chance of happening because they've issued a 2 out of 4 flash flooding risk for everything north of Anderson, basically. And then everything south of Anderson is under a 1 out of 4 flash flooding threat, so it's a little bit less. But yeah, the heaviest rainfall will be to the north and northwest. And the 15% includes places like Shiro, Iola, Bedice, areas like that. And then the lower threat includes Navasota, Anderson, Plantersville, Todd Mission, Blackberry, Whitehall, other areas, Montgomery, Conroe, Woodlands, Hempstead, Brenham, Somerville, Huntsville. So, yeah, it's kind of a conditional flash flooding threat, but it's safe to say there will be heavy rain overnight. And depending on how much lightning these storms produce, there is probably a chance of sporadic power outages overnight. So I would keep flashlights handy for you around midnight to 5 a.m. or something. But one last thing. This is what rainfall. This is where how much rainfall is expected. I think this is a little bit conservative. I think it's going to be a little bit more than this. The highest they have here is 1.5 inches northwest of Huntsville. Well, I mean, I'll see tomorrow. I'll probably post on the Instagram page what I recorded. But, I mean, they have 0.5, and that would be for me. I think it's going to be higher than that. But I don't know. But, thankfully, since this is all being pushed by a cold front, after the cold front, it will be much better weather. So afterwards, this cold front is bringing a large section of high pressure that will pass. A section of high pressure air will move in, and that will mean that it will be sunny, and there will be a few clouds on the sky, and rainfall chance will not be that high, which is good. And also, it's not going to be as humid, which is very good because it has been very humid over the past few days. Unfortunately, it's not gonna cool down that much. The lowest we're expected to go is 81, a high of 81 tomorrow. So not as much cool down as we would like, I imagine. But and it's only gonna get warmer after that. But I guess what can you do? At least it's not gonna feel like 81 really, because it will be significantly less humid after the front. Well, that's pretty much all I have to talk to. That's all I have to talk about. If there's any new updates, I'll probably make a post on the Instagram about it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be a live stream for this event, even if it is severe, because I'll probably be asleep during it. I might try to wake up if something happens, but I don't know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow the Instagram. If you submit any storm damage or just any weather media at all, you can send them to me on the Instagram account, and I will feature them on the account. Leave a comment on any of the videos. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Bye.